Oh, I have no.
Oops. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Is
Banshee,
Mercury retrograde?
Banshee says I'm going to be fired if I screw up one more time.
Welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee, the long-suffering partner.
Hey, you don't know what it's like to have to handle all the camera stuff here.
I don't yet. You're absolutely right, Mr. O. I give you credit. So I hope everybody's doing well. We in America have had a stressful few days. We're not going to get into politics on this show, but, I hope everybody is hanging in there.
Good evening, good morning,
evening,
good afternoon.
Whatever the case may be, we hope
Good
you're having
day.
a good day. Evening. Hey, I've got the collective card of the day. And it is from Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And I just want to see something here. She has several interpretations. Relationship, prosperity, protection. Not sure which one I want to read tonight. Maybe it'll be about relationships. Or maybe I'll save that for Super Tarot Love Month, Mr. O.
Maybe you will.
Okay, here we go. Hey, my sweet Christina. Rumor has it you got your deck. I hope you're enjoying it. Our happy winner of the Grimalkin Tarot.
And am I just spreading for you to pull?
All right. Yes, indeed. This one can be upright or reversed. And it is reversed, so it kind of reads itself. We have to read the protection message for this card when it's reversed. And it's the No Place Like Home card, which is interesting. I kind of feel like just hibernating lately. Okay, there's no place like home.
Yes, it was kind of sunny.
There are times when what is
You're
familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in others and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different.
All right.
Interesting card for today.
I believe it is.
All right. Any thoughts? Thoughts on Thoth?
No, but that's a nice segue. I just started today my new card of the week. I pull on Thursday. Banshee pulls some on other days. It's Thoughts from Thoth Thursdays, and I post it on Twitter and Facebook in various groups I'm in. And it is just a brief pull from the Thoth deck, which has a number of words and ideas you can use. And so today's card was the Devil. And I see Sunman has joined us. Hi, Sunny.
Oh, you're welcome, my sweet Christina. Congrats again. That's just an awesome prize. It is a beautiful deck.
So I am here. Oh, thank you for that, Kitty. With my 3 decks for
Okay.
tonight. The first one is the Karma Music Tarot that I like to use, even though it's quite large to handle. And then I have the Nefertari Tarot,
Oh, yeah. The golden.
the gold.
I like that one.
And rounding out with the English Magic Tarot. And that's the Emperor from that deck. I see he's got the little Joker behind him, the Fool. I like that one too. And you, Banshee?
Well, I switched up a thing or two today, but I'm coming back with the fun. Let's find one here. Well, it'll do.
Thank
The
you,
Queen of
Isabel.
Swords. The Golden Girls Tarot is back, so we've got that again. I just like the nice colors on them.
Yeah, those are nice.
And then, and it's fun. It's the Golden Girls after all. Lots of wisdom from them. And then I have the, well, you know, things are kind of crazy in America right now, so I thought I'd bring out the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler, and it's kind of a darker deck in tones. That's the 3 of Wands.
It's pretty though. I like the reflective ideas there.
By Christopher Butler. And along with that, well, we'll get to that in a minute. I also have my Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot Royale. And here we have the 8 of Cups. And finally, the Lenormand of choice today. I switched it up. I like my cute little Lenormand, and I will come back to that one. But today I'm using the Healing Light Lenormand, which is also by Christopher Butler. Here is the letter in that deck. And that gets us started. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, I've got the list. I'm pretty sure I've got everybody. We've got a slow night, which means all you guys will get read. So we have Angel Mary, we have Estelle, we have My Sweet Christina, and we have Isabel. And that's it for the moment. Might be a quick night for us. We'll see. Maybe everybody is taking the night off after all the stress. All right.
Could be. Could be. Who knows?
So, you are up, Angel Mary.
And there
Oh,
we
there
are.
you are. Okay, what should you like? What you should focus on in the year ahead? That might be
Yeah,
a good, at least, way for us to think about it. Focus your attention, your work, your efforts on. Oops. Well, hello, Sonny.
He's going to lean into our backdrop there and knock it asunder, I'm pretty sure.
Sad but true.
He weighs
A lot.
18 pounds.
I thought it was 17.
What's a pound when you're that big?
Sigh. He
Indeed.
doesn't look a pound over 16.
I guess this is the part where somebody says, he's just big boned.
He's big pawed.
He is a big boned cat. The 3 from this litter that we have, they are big boned in a way, but one of them has very short legs.
Oh, I just realized I left something in the trunk of the car for them. But it's okay.
Oh, I didn't know you went today.
Well, because I got the paper for the computer.
Gotcha.
We're talking house. Well, I got something for the cats, so I got them a new rope scratching post.
Oh,
Because
wow.
they're ripping the heck out of the other one. And then I got them a new, you remember the thing we had to throw out because of Sassy?
Yeah. you
Yeah,
more of
I
those.
got a little box one.
These are actually sacred tarot things. No, they're not.
Little housework while we chatted up with you.
Alrighty,
We're just normal people with normal lives. Crazy. All right.
I'm big boned. I was a skinny kid. I'm kind of okay figure now. I'm not heavy, but I'm not real thin anymore.
All right, we have the Two of Cups, Angel Mary, upright. But then on the other side of things, we have the Five of Pentacles, upright. And we have the Hermit reversed. Okay.
Well, I would say don't be afraid to spend some time exploring some other vistas a little bit. One of the things you may want to focus on is how you come to find harmony or trust in your relationships. So maybe that's a challenge for you. Maybe you don't easily find yourself trusting people, especially if we're talking about partnerships that might be more like work experiences or family situations where you have to maintain that. And maybe sometimes you sort of feel like you don't get the point because you sort of feel like you're the one that's put upon the most. You possibly need to go inward a little bit on that. And also, too, you might want to consider that there's a balance between the partnerships that you need to have and then maybe the ones or the situations or involvements that you don't need to have. So know when to go solo.
Breathe, Mr. O. Is that what you tell me?
Is it really
Just
that long?
I am just kidding. What's noteworthy to me, Mr. O, when I look at this is having this here, the Two of Cups and the Hermit, with the Five of Pentacles in the middle. I don't know, Angel Mary. I'm wondering if there is some disconnect here. I'm kind of at a loss on this one, but I'll tell you what I think it is. You have a feeling of lack, or maybe you need to focus on this year why you feel something is either lacking in relationships or partnerships, or I feel in your social area in some way. We're all just kind of locked down with this COVID virus and things, but the Hermit here is indicating a need to reach out more to others, in this year ahead, I feel, and also maybe share with them something, whether it's knowledge, whether it's wisdom, whether it's companionship. I think that's what you need to focus on in the year ahead.
Okay, I can see that too.
Okay. Well, let me throw some Lenormand and see if it can focus things. Oh, there it is. Focus things a little more.
I think there is a dichotomy between the two cards now that you bring that out.
The
idea that maybe a part of you wants to reach out and find trust, but there's just really challenging times right now. And a part of you may feel that it's not going to work out. And so that's a depressed feeling you have that you don't necessarily need to take on right at this point. It's not that it's never going to work out. It's just going to need more time.
Well, and I think, I'm sorry, stop, because I'm thinking about this here, and maybe what this is really saying is, these are difficult times right now. The Five of Pentacles is the Dark Night of the Soul kind of card. And so I think it's hearkening to kind of like, how this year is starting. At least for a part of this year, it's going to be a difficult road ahead. And it's really particularly hard to figure out how to connect. How to connect with others during this time and find a way to focus on doing that more, because it would be healthy for you.
But that is your focus, though, is to try to figure that out, to try to go to those areas where you can have that balance or work on that balance.
Let's see what we got here. These are big Lenormand cards. Lenormand cards are usually small. Well, we have the Scythe here. Excuse me. We have the Coffin. And oftentimes that can be a difficult kind of combination. In this case, the Scythe blade is kind of pointing towards the coffin. It's almost saying in some ways this year you have to focus on cutting losses of some sort, or ties with something in this year ahead and not be afraid to do that. I'm not exactly sure how it fits with the situation here, though, unless you can see a connection.
Well, I'm not seeing the connection
You're not?
either.
Okay.
But I do sort of feel like the cutting the ties could not just be with a situation. It could be with a person who maybe is somebody who you have on again, off again, attempts at being more of a friend, or at least some sort of, in the picture with each other. And it may be that you've been waiting for something to happen there that's probably not going to happen, at least under the present circumstance. So you may want to consider cutting those ties, because you probably really need to focus in a broader sense on having healthy, trusting partnerships or friendships with people.
Yeah, maybe it's saying you have to cut something in your life, whether it's an attitude, a mindset, something that is making it more difficult for you even to connect with others, whether it's shyness, whether it's something, that's stopping you. You have to cut ties with that in order to focus on making better connections with others. If that makes sense. Because that's what we see here right now, Angel Mary.
But you're welcome to ask, as we move into the year, things change.
Focuses change.
This is a snapshot in time, of course.
This COVID virus will change. I mean, the vaccines will get out there. More of life will start normalizing, but it is going to be a process, and it's going to take time. It's not going to happen for a while.
Oh, hi, Divine You.
All right, so that's what we have for you, Angel Mary. I hope some of that made sense for you.
You're welcome.
Hey, you're very welcome. Acela, you are up, and then my sweet Christina, Isabel, and Divine You. Hey, good to see you too, Divine You. We got a nice slow night here, so hang around. You'll get a reading.
Indeed. I don't know what to think.
Well,
okay, you. Okay,
well, we don't know yet.
Lay down.
I mean, we do have a virus that's mutating.
Lay down.
As far as I know, the vaccines are still able to manage it, but we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful that we will get a respite at some point this year, but I think it's going to take maybe half a year or more to get there. So we're going to have to be in it for the long haul.
Do we need an intervention?
Here we go. What person is my future spouse when I meet him? Okay. Do we want to try? Well,
I have moved the camera away from us.
Come here.
We're going to take a moment to try to lure the Sun Man away from the camera. He seemed to plop right down in front of it.
And he's hiccuping.
Oh boy. Come on. Move.
Well, don't do that, Mr. O.
Okay, well, maybe we'll just go back to the reading then.
I got him.
Oh, you're
all
so
right.
low.
Stay here. Stay. Don't be trouble tonight.
Hi, Libra. Hi, Gina.
Hey, Gina. Hey, Libra. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, so we're going to do...
We're going to do a cells, but I want to know what person is my future spouse. So do we do my reading, or we just do one that's more 3 cards about the person?
Let's do your reading, and then if we need to, we can do more.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Nefertari Tarot. Your future spouse.
Well, welcome everybody. Let's see, I'll get Libra and Gina on. Okay, oops, stay there. You silly. You silly. Don't lure him to you at your peril.
I'm trying to block him. See, this is my block maneuver.
He wants to attack my hands. Sunny is in a mood today. It's too bad I didn't bring those new things I had for them in, Mr. O. There was catnip attached to both.
I finally decide he's just too obnoxious to hogging the set in.
Oh, now you're getting upset. Where were you the many times I was?
Well, I don't know. Right here.
Stay there. Stay there. Okay. Where's that pen? Let's play.
Okay, so I flipped to the court card, right?
Yes.
All right. And
Got
it
one
was the
already.
second card. The Queen of Cups, the
Okay.
Queen of Chalices.
Go ahead. Next card is the Major. Oh.
The World, reversed.
Okay.
And then just the next card.
Yeah.
And it's the Five of Coins, reversed.
Okay. So I kind of think that this person is very, very nice. You know, romantic, has a lot of watery qualities, emotional qualities
A loving
about
nature.
them. Yeah, would really make a good partner parent because they're just very nurturing.
They probably radiate a little bit of serenity.
But, you know, it seems as though some things that, like the World reversed is indicating to me, it's not like terrible, but it just seems as though, you know, there's never an end to trying to achieve
There's
something
a
or
drive,
accomplish goals.
a drive for perfection constantly. So they're always wanting to reapproach things or be better. So their drive is relentless.
Which isn't all bad, you know. It's somebody who is willing to work on themselves, and but I do sense with the Five of Pentacles reversed, is that right here?
Yeah.
That's five. The Five of Pentacles reversed is saying that there will be struggles financially.
There will be struggles financially. There'll also be a little bit of back and forth with feeling comfortable or depressed, feeling anxious, not feeling anxious about their situation. So at times they may feel maybe it's the over perfectionness that they're anxious about their future. Yet even so, they just have this really kind ambience about them that they're just a good person, but I guess they're really concerned about providing, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I could see that too. That, you know, they're just worried that they're able to bring enough in, you know, to sustain the family. But one thing's for certain, you know, as far as it goes, as far as a partnership goes, where if you have a family, this person is just going to be a very doting father.
And the World Reverse says that they actually accomplish quite a bit. They just sort of have this drive that always makes them want to accomplish something more. Hi, Tammy Bambi.
I'll get you on the list, Tammy.
So let's do. Do you
Yeah,
think
I'm going to
we
get
need
the
a
Lenormand.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Stay right there, Sonny. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Not liking this.
We have our scythe again, and that edge is definitely pointing towards the next card. Ooh,
Yeah, I know.
the heart.
So, you know, this all seems really good to me, so I don't understand why I'm getting this, but it's almost as if could be a heartbreak here, you know, when you've got the scythe, you know, cutting the heart, that this could end in heartbreak. But I would add something else since you're asking about your spouse, and this is not necessarily better, necessarily, but it might be that they have a little bit of a heart condition or something as well, because sometimes that indicates surgery.
Well, maybe it's talking about the what was the word I wanted? The high,
I don't know.
that high stress nature.
Oh, like
high strung.
high strung?
I don't know. But I was also wondering too if that maybe this could indicate that that's where they're coming from. They're coming from a position of having had their heart broke too when you meet them. I don't know. Just
That's
the feeling.
highly possible as well, that it's possible you've met them after they've already gone through a difficult
heartbreak,
relationship. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that's highly possible.
It's a thought I had.
Because everything else looks like, your typical relationship where there's ups and downs. You're with a partner who has a lot of drive and ambition. But, sometimes that drive and ambition leads to some topsy-turviness with finances.
Yeah, they get a little anxious or concerned.
With finances and stuff, I think. But you're right.
Sure.
That could be stress as well.
Alrighty.
Hey,
you're
that's
welcome.
what we have for you, Asal.
And you're welcome. Okay.
My sweet Christina, you are up, and then Isabel, Divine You, Gina, Libra, and Tammy. Yep, you'll be right after my sweet Christina, Isabel.
Oh, that's interesting.
Me and my family.
That would be pretty horrible karma. What do you think we should use for that? Should I use the karma?
Well, we should do a yes-no first to see if that's even an issue. And then that other part. Yeah.
All right.
It's your turn. You pick.
Well, I picked last time, actually.
Oh, I see. You just want to use Karma Tarot for a karma question.
They asked karma.
Well, I don't know that deck is really...
Who am I?
about karma.
Gina, you could back me up here.
It's not that I don't like the Karma Tarot now. Don't get me wrong.
No, karma, of course. It could be anything like that.
No.
Okay, there you go.
Ah, thank you. Oh, now look at you. You're going to attack my hands or something. You are a piece of work today, Mr. Sunman. Oops, just one more. Good grief. They are a handful, Mr. O. Do you want me to just pick them up?
Yes, please.
All right.
Count them out.
Yes, no. Let's see what we got. Sonny.
So don't forget, tomorrow is Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges, my weekly reading about emotional things going on for the next week. And then that's at 10 a.m. On the YouTube channel, Eastern Standard Time. Sundays, Banshee has a corollary program, The Material Matters, which is also on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's more about financial, success-oriented factors for your life. So watch those this weekend, if you will. And what have we got, Bansh?
Well, it's leaning towards yes. We've got 2 aces. But it's not a definite yes, but it's leaning towards being yes. We have the 2 upper aces upright. And then you were asking...
if they were related to that family or
so
Peach's family.
It's leaning towards yes. Can we break that karma? Well, we have the Page of Swords reversed. And... what do you think about that? Because
it does sort of seem to contrast with the the two aces a little bit, don't you think?
Well, how so? Because it's
Well, it
just
seems
leading.
to be negative to me compared to the others being positive.
I know, but were me and my family Peaches slaves in a past life, and can we break that karma? Well, I was asking basically about that first part, if you were a slave in the past life, and I'm
Okay, well, I
saying,
feel that. I'm
right, and
agreeing
I'm
with that.
saying yes.
Yeah, I think there's something going on
And
there.
I think that second card could indicate something about breaking that karma. That's kind of what I was seeing here.
Okay, what do you
So
think?
the Page of Swords reversed indicates that, well, it won't be easy. I think that this has something to do with maybe righting some wrongs. If that makes sense to you, maybe there has been some ancestral debts that need to be paid. Maybe there's some kind of social justice things you need to work on just because of the situation you were in, that you need to right situations that are not balanced.
Well, I don't know the full scope of what you're getting at, but I have a feeling here that if you know who this family was, I mean, is it like your family? Are each of your members being reborn into the same families, that kind of thing? If you know who these people are from that other life, then maybe you could try to, leave an offering at a grave or something like that. But I do think that there's an opportunity to sort of be reflective and maybe try to, use the element of speech, whatever, to say, to whoever that you want a rectification of this.
It's a difficult thing. We hold on to a lot of things, whether it's in our lives today or if it's coming from past lives, and so got to find a way to clear the air and clean the slate and let it go or forgive if that's what's being called for here. Some rectification, something. So, you might want to just make a peace offering and say, I'm moving on with my life in peace, and, I wish you would leave me in peace as well. And, try that approach. Let me throw the letter on
Yeah,
this too.
we might want to see what that can tell us. Yes.
Which are over here. Sunny.
Sunny, one so true.
I wish I'd remembered those things. It would have distracted them. I don't know if I'm going to set up the poll, though, today for them. But the bed they would like. All right. Oh.
Well, I can bring that in after the show. Ooh. Interesting image.
Yes. I know, because it looks like, yes, it's the moon. That's why I'm not sure.
So we have our two Lenormand. The first one is the moon.
Is this on your maternal side of the family, did you say, by chance?
I don't believe they did, but it would be interesting to know.
Because I've got the bear here, which is making me wonder. And the bear oftentimes indicates a feminine or female connection. So if not, this could indicate that you need to find out something about a female member of this family.
Right, it may be, and I don't know exactly anything about, okay, well, I mean, maybe that's why karmically you came together, I guess.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if somewhere there's a person in the family line, like the great female of the family, a grandmother or somebody who you know of, a legendary person, and that is the person who maybe holds the key here, that there's a mystery here. Maybe there was something that happened or that was said. I don't normally advise people to go to some other reader, but you might want to, shop around a little bit and look and see what other kind of psychics or intuitives might pick up on some of this. But I'm wondering if there's like a grandmother who has a role here somehow.
Yeah, I really feel there's some kind of mother maternal image here, and it's strong and it's powerful. It's not necessarily negative,
No,
but
I
there
don't
may
feel that.
be some hidden knowledge here.
Or reason why they didn't like this person and this karma developed or something.
Yeah, honestly, if you're talking about karma coming from the past family or coming from this person now because of the past.
Okay, so it's somebody from another situation, so there's no bloodline that's
Okay.
connecting the reincarnations, which is probably more likely. Usually, when people are born in the same bloodline, there's something else going on.
There's a maternal influence here that from ancestral roots that I think needs to have more information uncovered, or maybe in fact that is the perfect place to leave an offering, if that can be
That
found.
could be too, right? Yes.
And if you can't make it to a grave, to do it, to light a candle and maybe bury something outside in their honor. I mean, you can do other things.
Ask for the karma to be released, or ask for a way to know what the karma is. And the other thing too about the moon is that sometimes it pertains to dreams. So maybe the idea too is that if you ask earnestly for any kind of dream knowledge that could help you understand the situation and maybe give you some choices there, that you might want to try that too.
It's a good point. That's what we have for you, my sweet Christina.
So good luck.
Hopefully that'll help. Yeah, well, okay, she's not related, but I feel whatever it is, there's somebody from her past.
You're
It's
welcome.
a strong influence.
Yeah. Granny Goodwitch.
Well, I don't know that, but, there's a strong influence there. And maybe there's somebody who is keeping watch on them now. It's possible. So, Isabel, you are up. Divine You is next. Gina, Libra, and Tammy.
Alrighty.
I guess I did not pay enough attention to you today. Is that what's up?
And I hope everyone forgives me. I seem a little tired. I am a little tired. I'm not really sure what it is. So, a little bit of a headache, but I took something.
Go ahead with your question.
But I finished work for the week, so I have a couple days off until next week when I work again.
Yay.
So that's nice.
So when are you working, Monday or Tuesday again?
I'm working Monday, and then I think it's Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
like
it's broken up a little, yeah.
Yeah, and then the following week is, of course, a U.S. holiday, so I'm off.
Oh, you don't have a question. Okay. Do you want projects, or do you just want a
We
general?
could do a general reading too, of course.
Want a general
just a general
reading, Isabel,
yeah.
and we'll just see what's coming. Oh, oh, thank you. Well, we appreciate that.
Well, it's always nice when people just like to hang out, that's for sure. But, okay, so how about if we just do a general reading for you?
Yeah. We'll just throw the cards and see what's coming.
So, it's your deck this time.
Oh, you're going to let me use one?
Yes, I am. I will allow it because I am wise. And I know what you're thinking, son, man. You're like, maybe he'll let me come over now.
Nope, you stay here, sonny. Aren't I paying enough attention to you? So adorable. If only he would behave. Here.
Did you hear my stomach gurgle?
I hope nobody else did, but the microphone's right by you.
I didn't think I was hungry.
Wow.
It was a little loud.
That was no ghost. That was no EVP.
And in the continuing story of the little shadow thing that we occasionally see here,
Did you see something again?
I
and
saw
not tell
something,
me?
and this was the most different thing, and I wasn't going to mention it to you, Banshee.
Oh man!
I saw something
No
that looked
secrets.
vaguely like a human shape, but not shadow colored, kind of like another color, like orangey color, and it just moved really fast in front of my eyes. It just moved.
Well, did it look flowing like smoke or?
No,
kind
it
of
had
like
a little
mist?
bit. It had a little bit of definition, but it wasn't very defined, and it was shorter than me. It was like maybe a child size or your size, and it just sort of moved really fast.
It's funny you say that because, like, I think it was last February that I had that. It was kind of a wispy, misty vision, but it was kind of soft blue color, and it went by me really fast down here last
This was
year.
either
around
an
this time.
orangey color or a browny orange rust color. It was just not dark, and it just it had a little bit of light. And like I said, it just moved fast, and I had a sense of a head and
Oh,
shoulders.
I'm sorry, Tammy. Okay, take it easy. If you want to leave your question.
That's not a problem. We could always do the question, and then you could just come back later, just look at the tape after it's done.
All right, so let's go on with Isabie. We have the Lovers reversed.
Okay, Isabie, here's your cards. General reading. You have the Lovers reversed.
And then we have the Chariot upright. It's two handsome men there.
Oh my gosh. That's kind of interesting because the Lovers and the Chariot both have that duality thing going on
Yeah, it's
there.
funny. You're right.
And then the Three of Swords.
But it's reversed.
Reversed.
So it seems like this is a period of healing for you and moving on. The Chariot is all about moving forward and moving on. And the Lovers could indicate was like maybe you had, maybe you're going to be have to make some choices in the near future, some decisions. And it's going to mean either, it could be something as simple as, eliminating clutter from your home. Sometimes it's really harder to do that than we like. You just can't let things go. But you're going to be moving on from something that's going to be kind of healing. Once you clear the air, once you eliminate whatever this is, whether it's clutter or something more substantial, you will feel a whole lot better.
I get the feeling like there's a motivation that comes when you have decided to release feelings maybe for something that you feel now has outlived its usefulness. I don't think it's a person or a situation so much as maybe physical objects. It sort of gets me this idea about the projects you mentioned. Like maybe you want to develop a new hobby or new project, or you want to sort of put something away so you can focus on something else. The Chariot is key to that idea that you really want, or you will be finding yourself energized to do that. And the other thing too is, like Banshee said, it's healing for you, but I think it's cathartic healing. Like once you decide to do away with this thing that's no longer happy for you, it really does sort of give you like an oomph. You could call that oomph healing, but you could also say that it's just jump-starting your ambition too.
So let's see what the Lenormand has to add. Studio needs work. Aha!
Aha!
Yeah. My whole house needs work right now.
And you're no longer working. The lilies and the heart. Okay,
Go on.
is there anything possibly romantic or emotional on the horizon, or that you've been thinking about, or that is a possibility here? Because we didn't want to pinpoint it necessarily with the Lovers reverse necessarily, but these two cards do look maybe more like emotional matters.
They could be.
Mm-hmm.
They could be. I have another idea, but let's see what she adds to that. Came back to raccoons.
Well, we wouldn't love them.
I think, right, sometimes that could indicate like a maturing or a deepening in a relationship of some sort. could be happening. But another thing I see here is that, what this might be saying is that you really feel complete when you really when you move this project forward, you'll feel a lot better and more complete. I think that maybe it's time to tackle that studio, or maybe it's time to get something done that you've really wanted to do.
Lilies are a good metaphor, I think, for finishing projects or for moving ahead on projects.
Right, maturing something.
Right. And it's something you really love to do, even if you're, in a little bit of a slump or a little lazy spurt right now. You are doubtless going to be finding that. And maybe it's just really the idea of getting more a sense of what you're going to appreciate doing, like when you really sort of visualize your artistic project or whatever you want to do, you're just going to say, yes, I really want to move ahead on it.
So it may be hard to focus and make choices right now, but you really should get moving, because once you clear the air or eliminate things that might not be working for you, you'll feel a lot better. And also you'll feel like you'll be able to move ahead with something that you really love.
Well, another thing about the Three of Swords is that, there's a cutting aspect there, more so when it's upright, like something's just really cut things away. And so this is sort of the sense of like maybe moving beyond that. You've decided to deal with some things and now your focus is clearer.
Yeah, I mean, it could be self-work, actually, absolutely.
Sure.
But it's something you're really going to decide, if it is self-improvement and self-work, you're going to realize there's something you no longer need in your life anymore that's been really weighing you down. And once you eliminate that, you're going to feel a whole lot better.
So that's what we have.
So, did we do the Lenormand? We did.
We did. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just came back
That's
to you.
right, the lilies. Okay, all right.
Alrighty. So thank you,
Let's
Isaby.
see, Divine you are up.
Sunny one, so true. That's what I was thinking.
Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that?
Because Gina said it.
Oh. I don't see that here. Do I not have
Nope, you're right there. Up. You went away from it. It was right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay. From the person who reviewed me saying he's pushing.
Dear.
Yeah, I knew there was something holding it up, and I think one of the times at least I was pretty sure I thought it could be a money situation, but all right. Do you want my cards again?
Yeah, and then Gina will get the Carmen music if she wants.
You're so sneaky that way.
The man with the plan. So that sounds interesting, Divine.
Yeah, I'm glad you heard something finally. That's good. I was thinking you were going to have it by now, actually, but,
Well, I thought sometimes the cards were indicating it was just going to be draggy a little bit, but that maybe in the year would start to pick up.
Yeah, I figured, like, when the new year came around that something might happen. Well, you got news. That's something. Here you go.
Alrighty.
A little tired today, Mr. O.
I am tired.
I think I woke up too early.
I'm not sure what it is. Maybe. Yeah.
Are we still going shopping tomorrow?
Sure.
We get up at the crack of dawn to shop. So we can avoid the crowds.
Avoid the COVID.
That, too. Okay.
Okay, Divine.
I'm liking this. Well, Divine, this is very interesting. Interesting stuff.
This finally looks a little better for us.
That looks like, okay, that is the Eight of Cups and it's reversed. And we have the Two of Cups upright. And then even better news, we have the Page of Pentacles upright. You know, it looks like something is moving in the right direction.
It almost feels like maybe, though, it's sort of like movement, but it's sort of like a little bit of a movement in a different direction, or a direction you hadn't actually considered.
I'm not sure about that, but wait a minute. Because you just got news, and you just got news that it was about, you know, the money or whatever, the finance. So I wonder here if that's just reiterating that. But it looks like they're really trying to make it happen. This is the Two of Cups here. It's like a merging, you know, like people coming together. So you possibly getting this job. And the Eight of Cups reverse to me indicates like maybe they're finally getting their act together. They're coming back to this after maybe having to put it off.
That's a better way to put it. That's what I'm thinking. It's not so much that they're moving in a different direction. They're just sort of kind of recoalescing back to what was understood or agreed upon.
Now, see, if that was upright, I would have said what he said, but
that they're moving somewhere else.
Right, but it's reversed, and I felt that it must mean they're moving in a different. I mean, they're moving on. They're coming back to working on this more in earnest, trying to make it happen. So whether it's going to happen or not still seems a little bit up in the air, but
it looks a lot more positive.
It looks a lot more positive. It looks like they're trying to make it happen. So that's better than it was.
So let's try that Lenormand.
Yeah, you know, it's really great this time of year here. They said the sun popped out for a little while today, but I must have missed it.
Well, Izzy said it was sunny, and she lives north of us in Michigan.
Okay. Yeah, I missed it completely.
I thought it was sunnier down here in the Detroit area. It definitely wasn't cloudy, cloudy winter skies, but it was cold. I didn't like the cold.
All right.
33-ish, 34.
Okay, so I drew the clouds first. That's the clouds. Number
Right.
6. And then I drew the park card. Now, what's interesting to me is, of course, this is always important that the light side is closer to this side. So that indicates to me that maybe the clouds are starting to lift and part, and there's movement. There's chatter. There's talk. People are connecting now and trying to make, connect the dots, so to speak. They're trying to make things happen.
Yeah, it almost seems like it is brightening, and that to me what I sense here, or what I realize, is that along with this card of the partnership or the partnering, is that maybe you are moving into a realm of a network or with other people, that it sort of shows you moving into a realm with other facets to it.
Yeah, I like that. So I think that it's a work in progress, Divine You. What can we say?
But this is the best news in a while, probably.
Yeah, I think it's moving in the right direction. I can't really hazard a guess here, because I will say that just seeing the clouds at all still means to me that they've got some things to work out. It's still
that's fair.
going to take a little bit of time. But I think you should know that it looks like it's going to happen.
All right.
That's what we have for you.
Good luck.
I'm staking my rep on this. My reputation.
Thanks, Divine.
I wish you the best of luck, Divine. Okay, so we are on Gina. Gina, what you got for us today? And then Libra, and Tammy is gone, right? So she didn't put a question in, so okay.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I love all those little graphics. Thank you.
The little emoticons.
The emoticons. It sounds like a Doctor Who villain.
It does, doesn't it? Very clever, Mr. O. Hey, Gina.
Come and get your karma.
He's got a Karma Music Tarot with your name on it.
Woohoo! Ooh.
Hey, why don't I shuffle first?
Yes, why don't you?
I'll just start shuffling. I know Gina will be here. Unless we lost her.
So what else is going on? I have
Oh,
a new show. It's very short reading. I'm hoping it's going to be like about 10 minutes long or so. And it's called Goth Tarot. And it'll
it's
be
kind of like Got Milk,
Got Milk.
but goth. Goth Tarot.
And it'll be kind of like a look through shadowy kind of situations of life, sort of appreciate it from a different kind of perspective. And it's a general reading for everybody, so it's not going to be denoted by zodiac signs or anything like that.
Okay, we're going to do Libra before Gina because Gina's not answering. So let's go ahead with Libra's question.
Okay, but I have to use that deck again.
We're going to use my deck. Oh, got him. Got him. Stay here. Stay. That's right. Gotta be quick with the sun, man. All right, we'll use this deck again. Now, don't taunt him to come over to you.
I'm trying to block
Okay,
him
so
out.
what are your dreams trying to tell you? You know, it's funny you say that, Libra, because I have been dreaming again lately. I'm not sure. Of course, I usually dream in the dark time of the year.
Through the year, I go through dream cycles where some parts of the year I dream more often. Like, I think I tend to dream more or remember my dreams more in the summertime, and I don't remember them as much in the wintertime. But it seemed like recently I did have one, but I can't really remember it.
And I've just been remembering bits and pieces, but that's more than I've done in a while, and some were kind of interesting. Yes, I'm trying to keep the kitty entertained so he doesn't get in Mr. O's space. Got it. Don't mess with them, Sonny. Well, yikes. What indeed? So the first card we got is the Ten of Swords upright. And the second card we got is the Queen of, is that coins?
Cups.
Queen of Cups up reversed. And then we have the Six of Wands upright. Wow, you're having some interesting dreaming.
I wonder if you're just worried that your dreams are telling you the wrong message too, that maybe they're scaring you in a certain way because maybe you just don't feel they're really true to your nature. You feel like maybe it's just more of an overworked imagination of some sort. But maybe you're dreaming about things ending or pain or, hurtful things. And yet at the same time, you're sort of feeling like there's a choice, though, that you could really choose to not feel that pain or to move in a different direction that would be better, but the dreams are leaving you confused, I guess.
Well, the Queen of Cups is reversed, and I almost think that's about you in the dreams. Either you're having a hard time connecting with them, or they're maybe not coming through. Maybe you're worried about misinterpreting them. But the 10, you're wondering perhaps if some of the dreams have some ominous or warning element about them. But I almost feel as though that might be a needless worry. I get the feeling that it's not so, okay, from people you know. Oh, you're running a lot. Okay. Wow, it's interesting because we have the Six of Wands on horseback there. He's not exactly running. Are you trying to chase down something? Are you trying for something so hard, that it's coming out in your dreams? You're chasing something. Or you're trying to run from some pain.
Right, it's like what you imagine to possibly be a disaster, but maybe a part of your dream says it shouldn't be that way. It should really be a victory, but somehow you feel like you've somehow wrecked it somehow, or you did something that changed the situation from its worst outcome, from its best outcome to its worst outcome. So once again, I think I just want to say it's maybe more a part of the dream life for you that represents your worries right now. Maybe you are really worried about screwing something up, but really it's more likely you won't screw it up, but you're just not seeing that confidence for yourself.
Well, and how do you turn this warning? How do you turn this warning into something successful? To a victory instead of a defeat. So if you're running from something, maybe it's time to stand and face it. Maybe if there's a way, and maybe that's what this is saying here, is that there's a victory in facing, defeat or facing this warning. So instead, it's interesting if you can ever wake up like during that dream process and you can stop yourself and turn around and face what you're running and stand up to it. And see what happens. That might be the game changer here.
You mentioned surgeries, and I'm wondering, were you thinking about any kind of elective surgery that maybe you should consider delaying or getting another opinion on it? Because
it's a dream.
Because I know that, but I'm just wondering if in real life, if maybe there is some sort of intervention or something that intervenes in your body, and maybe that's what's bothering you. Is it something you could decide to do later or check out more about that? Because the swords does sound like, something cutting.
That's true. And it's interesting you brought that up because the swords cutting the back like that certainly could be about this dream last night. But I think what I'm looking at here, you were hurt in your dream and you needed surgeries. So maybe, if you're concerned about your health, it's time to get a checkup. There's a victory in looking into, that.
Right. It could very well be that there's probably nothing really wrong right now, and that maybe this is just saying that the dichotomy is what you fear versus what the reality may be, that maybe you it's not really like that. Some of this is also really about, you being in charge too. So some of that idea in the dream could be that you didn't have any autonomy. You were in an accident or something and you need to have a surgery. But in real life, it could play out differently where you could take the autonomy to make a choice that might end differently.
Well, that's not good. That just doesn't sound good to me, I will say, on the surface.
No, yeah.
Now, here's what's interesting, because, this card deck is a little different, but that's the house in the Lenormand, and it almost looks like it's nighttime there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does in a way.
And then I've got the mountains here, but look at that light coming up. And what's really interesting about the mountains? With the light there, isn't it indicative of the Ten of Swords where the light is coming up beyond the mountains?
Sure.
So I think what the dreams are telling you is, there's definite obstacles. There are obstacles for you. And when I see that house, I think it's talking about you, you personally. It could be your body. But you've got the Six of Swords in the other reading here, or Six of Wands, I'm sorry. And that's important because to me it kind of indicates a victory that you can overcome this. You can overcome these obstacles or odds. So maybe it's a good thing you are paying attention to this dream, and if you feel, the health implications of it are bothering you in any way, go and get a checkup. It just doesn't, I know it's hard in this age of COVID, but if it's time to get a checkup or physical in particular, go and follow up and do it.
Right. It really looks to me like probably it's more about you finding out. So the only way you find out is by pursuing it. You'll get over the mountain.
Right. And you know what? I didn't expect any problems when I went for my last physical, but now I'm going back for other tests because they discovered something, so we're going to, I'm going to go through that. So you just never know. And sometimes, a lot of people have gotten warnings like that through their dreams. So I definitely want you to explore that if you feel you have to.
Most of the time, dreams are really about how your mind deals with things that bother you in your real life, your worries, your fears, your subconscious things. So you were probably expressing
Gina,
that.
there you are. Okay, I will.
We can do the yes or no.
We can absolutely do the yes or no. The deck that is the most, well, we're going to use, although I think the Healing Light Tarot might be good, let's use the Karma, because there's something about karma here in this question. All right, we'll do a basic yes or no and see what it says. I personally, if I had to predict, I can't see it happening.
Well, from a pundit point of view, it seems like he's really close to the Nixon stage.
I mean, if he's willing to resign, that's one thing, but I have a feeling nobody's going to boot him out unless he follows this up with something else. But let's see what the tarot says. Hey, YOLO, we're doing fine.
Hi,
We
YOLO.
can get you on the list. All right.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Yes.
I cut. I forgot you shuffled. Are you ready?
There you go.
Well, I'm retired now, Mr. O. I don't have to think. And I don't. Well, this is really interesting. It's leaning towards yes, but it's not a definite yes, Gina. But those aces did pop up pretty quickly here. The Ace of Swords, we got the Ace of Wands. And then we've got this Knight of Coins reversed.
Barely by the last day or before the last day. It's going to be so slow and plodding. It's turgid.
Well, see, I think what I would say is that, the clock may run out because this Knight of Coins is slow moving, which means to me that there's going to be a reluctance on some people's parts to move this forward. So whether the clock will run out or not, it's likely it could. But it's leaning towards yes. I just look at that Knight of Coins as a negative there, but I could also say that it's leaning towards yes because what do you say about the Knight of Coins as a character, Mr. O?
Well, a political allusion or metaphor came to my mind, the dark horse. But that's usually more about a campaign, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, what would a dark horse mean in this? That maybe some agent sort of plays a role here. Somebody greases the wheels, somebody makes it happen, somebody suggests...
Somebody's making dirty deals.
Ooh,
that's kind of what it looks like to me.
Oh, I'm getting the vapors from that.
I don't mean those kind of dirty deals.
No, I know you don't, and I'm still getting
what
the vapors.
What is that song, Gina? Dirty deals. Done dirt cheap.
Dirty deeds and they're done cheap.
Not necessarily. Sometimes if it's a timing issue, I could say it's more of a delay. So that would play into that again. But there's one ace upright and one reversed, so it's kind of inconclusive.
Right. They're really mostly used as markers to determine amount of yes in the answer. The real card to look at is any card that is not an ace. In this case, it's only one. But usually we try to meld that together to kind of get an idea intuitively or otherwise what we think it's telling us. What do you got? Uh-oh. Father,
Well,
is that Father Time again?
Well, this is just a hoot. Well,
No,
it's
it
not in
isn't.
this deck. It's a scythe, which means cutting, cutting, Gina. And then I think we'll both get a laugh out of this one. It's the child card.
Got him.
In other words, this child has to go. If I had to be badly political, I would say that. But what I think it means is, unfortunately, it might be too little too late. It looks like it might happen or there's going to be maneuvers, but it just might be too little too late. Because a child, again, kind of falls into that Knight of Coins. It's slow. The child is like one little step at a time.
The end of childlike behavior or child things, the end of immaturity. Anyone's guess is good at this point.
I'm just going to say that it's not that likely to me. I hope I'm wrong because, frankly, I kind of think it's done and let's finish it because nothing good is happening right now. So I wish it could go away. But it's 13 days. 13.
I thought it was 11.
Oh, are we down to 11 now?
Well, I heard 11, but I also heard 13. Does that mean it's really 12?
I don't know. Hey, Yellow, guess what? You are next because we're at the bottom of the list.
Really?
We are.
Holy cats.
We don't have a lot of people here today, so we can do your question.
I could have sworn there was somebody else. Oh, Tammy left. That's what it was.
Yeah, Tammy left.
I'm going to check just to be sure. I think you're right. Woohoo! We can all go back and watch
More news.
more news. Are you hungry?
Maybe. Oh, so Yellow, do you have a question? If you do, you could type it in now.
In the meantime, we're going to do Sunny Cam. The majestic
Sonny is just
Sunny.
chilling.
I think he's still mad at you
Well, for what?
because you wouldn't let him get in front of the camera.
Well, he's on
He is
camera
now.
now. He just looks adorable.
Doesn't he?
Well, if we don't have a question from YOLO,
We'll troll.
we'll troll. Does anybody else have a question they want answered? Burning desire? To have another question answered? We've got the time. Do we have anything to advertise? Except my material matters?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can, my sweet Christina.
Go ahead. Your last question was pretty cool.
The course you want to take bring immediate results. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, I forgot I have the magic wand for Sunman. That'll get him interested for a minute.
Okay, YOLO, we're going to get to you in just a moment.
Oh. Okay, YOLO, just give us a minute. We're doing one more question for my sweet Christina, and we'll get to that question, so leave it there.
Yeah, we'll just get right to it in a minute.
Sorry, there must be a delay today, maybe?
Maybe.
A little bit of a delay.
Somebody said that earlier, I thought.
I think it was Gina.
Could be. So we should do this as a yes or no?
Yes. No. Maybe so. Seems awkward. Well, it's leaning towards yes.
Look at all that fuzz.
I know, because I've been petting him like crazy here. Oh my gosh, it's all over there.
What did you think I was
it's
talking
wild.
about?
On the table. I see it all over the table, too. So what was the final card there? The Two of Swords. So it's leaning towards yes, but, you know, it will be immediate it's leaning towards yes, but there is a delay.
This is a paradox in a way, because I think the interpretation is you'll get some immediate results, but the thing is that the immediate result may be that it puts you kind of in a standing position, or
a stalemate
of sorts, or a holding position. Like it brings you to a position of just sort of observation of some sort.
Yeah, my sweet Christina, this is like...
It's odd.
It's odd because it looks as though you asked for immediate results and it's saying maybe yes, leaning towards yes, but maybe the results are not going to make that big a difference. There will be some results, but the result is going to be kind of,
Or there's still a sense of incomplete in terms of where you proceed from there. When you really decide to quantitate what you received, it doesn't seem, like you can really do that. You're not able to really articulate that. Are you going to try Lenormand?
yes.
All right.
It is a dog and pony show. Patton!
Hi,
How
Patton.
are you, Patton? Long time no see. Good to see you here. We have a very short list tonight, Patton. We got one reading after the one we're doing. So if you want in... All right.
Look how when I move my
see
fingers.
You, though. And okay, my sweet Christina, we got the clouds again has popped up with the mountains. Didn't they come together before? Not
No,
exactly.
no,
they didn't.
no.
But they both came up before.
Yes.
And so basically, the light side is here. It looks as though some of the burdens or obstacles in your path are going to lessen. So, or if you're looking for more clarity or something to clear up, that's going to happen.
Right. It mostly seems to indicate you're getting through your struggles well, that basically things are fortuitous and really lucky in terms of how your tasks go, that you just seem to have a run of good luck getting through some of the stuff. So it sort of goes back the other way again in a way.
In a way. Well, in a way, but I think that there is still, like, to me, I don't think it's going to be that dramatic, the results. That's just kind of the way I feel about it. You'll have to let us know how that turns out for you. Hi, Aaron. I've got you on the list. There's not many people, so hang in there. Right now, we're going to get to YOLO's reading, and then we'll get to you. You'll be next after that. Whoops.
Okay, what are the angels telling YOLO?
Okay, YOLO, let's see what we've got.
You're welcome. Hi, Aaron. We have cats.
Well, I hope so, Gina, but did you like that? Dirty deals done dirt cheap. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe, if he's allowed to pardon himself, he'll just walk. Who knows? But I'm just not sure. I'm kind of skeptical. And I think more should be done than just letting him off the hook, but whatever. I don't want to get political. That's just me.
We need a vacuum cleaner. The cat has left all this hair.
Oh! Did you? Whoops.
That was so Freudian.
Oops.
I think the angels are saying you'll have good luck soon, YOLO. I just flipped over the wheel of fortune.
Or change. For the better.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is reversed. We have the Hierophant reversed. We need the Three of Pentacles reversed. So what are the angels saying? I think the angels are saying it's time to get back down to business. That you need to do something and maybe work on something a little bit harder, whether this is work on the self, whether this is, in your day-to-day life, your job, and also that maybe to complete, maybe to get to where you really need to be, it's time to think outside the box a little bit. It's time to think differently. It's time to maybe do things differently. Shake it up a little bit.
I think the angels, I agree with her, are saying that it is about the hard work that you have to do and the focus you have to find, but I think they're going to be moving you in a specific way that will be different for you because maybe they feel that you haven't challenged yourself enough in certain ways and that they know you're capable of more, but they will probably be trying to send a certain challenge to you to, like Banshee says, make you think out of the box a little bit or make you see a different perspective that will challenge you in what they're trying to get across to you.
Yeah, I think, you're looking at what you have to look at in the future, and, I don't know. I almost wonder if it isn't about the self in some way, self-mastery, self-work that needs to be done. That maybe the Seven of Cups reversed is indicating that you've maybe let some things go, with yourself. You've gotten maybe, I'm not going to say lazy, but you've put some things off. You've let what? What?
It's right at the bottom.
Bottom of the deck. Oh, the bottom of the deck. I'm sorry, YOLO. Well, you really need to get some energy into this. There's the Eight of Wands upright.
Strap in because it's going to be a fast ride too. Probably when this happens, things are going to move quickly. The angels have a plan for you, and probably they really want you to consider changing something, being unusual in some way, or finding your true self if maybe you've been hiding it from yourself.
That's what I was thinking, the self stuff.
And they want you to do it quickly.
Well, and they want you to really put yourself into it. I mean, this is nothing where you're just going to sit down one day and do some meditation or reflection and you're done. They really want you to put some energy and thought into it.
Alrighty.
We'll do a Lenormand on this.
I thought you did. Oh, you didn't. We did what she said.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one going crazy around here tonight. All right.
Ooh.
And if you do the work, here is the Sun, and here's the Fox. It will bring you great success. Future happiness if you do this work.
I think this is also saying too that the message the angels bring, comes to you in a clever way. It may come in various ways, but it may be clever, the kind of thing that only you really notice, that you can take to heart because you know it's so specific to you. But I think Banshee's absolutely right. This would bring some success to you.
So reversals, are they bad? Well, sometimes they are, but in this case, I think the Three of Pentacles has some negative consequences here. The Seven of Cups is kind of, it's just a cautionary card that you really need to focus more and get back to the task at hand, what the angels want you to do. The Hierophant reversed is never good nor bad necessarily. It's just a different way of looking at things and doing things.
Right. It talks about an unusual perspective, perhaps.
Yeah. So card reversals are not always bad.
In the context of your question, I sort of think that the Three of Pentacles reversed says that the angels say they know you can do better.
Yeah, it's not a horrible card in this case. So, yeah. And, of course, then you've got the Eight of Wands upright, which is just, again, saying energy, thought. You really have to put yourself into doing the work.
Alrighty.
So we have for you.
Thanks, Yolo.
Hey, Newfie. Hey, Aaron, you are up.
No, it's actually...
what?
Patton.
Oh, Patton. What did Patton want?
He didn't ask it, yes.
He said he didn't want a question,
I thought he did.
Did you want a question,
He
Patton?
said, I'll stay for the reading.
Oh, okay.
I'll stay for a reading.
Oh, Patton, you are up. And then Aaron. Keep that question there, Aaron.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Patton, you're up.
Do you just want to know about 2021, what's going on? Is that what it was?
Yes, that's what it was. Okay.
Well, you want to use yours?
Sure. Let's go with my Nefertari.
Okay. You go with what you wish, Mr. O.
Oh, here he goes.
What do we got? Your question is...
Will you have a good year?
You got that already?
I see it.
Oh, now I do. I have a delay,
But where? You're welcome, Yolo.
Oh, thank you. Definitely will take care of myself.
Thank you.
All right. One more. Do you want to just throw 3 cards on that one, I think?
Sure.
I mean, I just don't want to matter-of-factly say, yes, it'll be good. No, it won't. Let's give some nuance.
Is it ever
here.
really like that with us when it's a yes or no?
Well, sometimes it is.
All right. Okay, so we have the Queen of Coins reversed, the Five of Swords upright, and the Chariot reversed. So it's a mixed year, perhaps.
Well, it is kind of I won't say a difficult year, Patton, but it's a year you're really going to struggle with motivation. You're just not going to be feeling it this year. And you got to be careful with that because, there's a potential here that it could affect you financially.
Well, I think another thing that I don't like seeing is that Five of Swords there, because I just sort of think that represents a divisive environment, and it may be that within the general context of your question, things are going to be a little bit on the edgier side. People are going to be more grumbly, more short with each other, more to the point with each other, maybe just a little bit more prone to being combative on occasion. The Chariot, to me, kind of coincides with that Queen of Coins and says that there's some drive issues, and I don't know that that's personal drive. I actually wonder if that's sort of a malaise that is in the environment because the economy is going to be really suffering from all this until
that's a good point too. Is the fact that it's hard to
find. Bye,
find.
Sweetie.
We'll see you, my sweet Christina. If there's going to be it's hard to get motivated and move forward when there's, all these difficulties in the environment right now. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles could also be talking about the environment right now, I feel. And the 5 indicates to me that, in this environment, it's kind of like everybody for themselves right now. So you're just going to feel a lot of kind of tension in the air. And I do think it's probably just related to conditions going on. It's almost going to be a year of going through COVID soon.
In a way, I mean, this almost applies more to what we saw in our country yesterday, just this sort of semi-Wild West attitude, like, winner take all kind of attitude. And I hate to think of that happening elsewhere in the world, but, we're hoping that the release of the vaccine will start to create a better environment in general.
Having a bunker. Yeah. We have some friends who just bought like a pod so that they could visit with people longer outside, this like enclosed pod.
Back in the 50s, they claimed that a lot of people were nervous about nuclear wars, and so somebody spoofed that and said, be the first on your block to be the last on your block. Buy our nuclear-proof bunker.
Yeah. So here we have the rod, or the whip, and then we have that with the stork. This could indicate to me some sudden jarring changes, that happen this year. They're not necessarily bad, but they'll throw you off guard, so just be prepared for shifting landscape this year. It's going to be some ups and downs for sure.
I'm thinking this is a little more hopeful. I'm thinking that the shift to a new perspective or a new challenge beginning, etc., could be a welcome thing when it happens, that suddenness there. And I actually coincide this with the Queen of Pentacles. Even though she's reversed, I'm thinking she's just needs that jump start, that little prickle there to kind of move things. So I'm wondering if maybe at some point during the year, somebody just picks up the whip and say, okay, get it going. But
I'm doing the foxhole.
Foxhole, butthole. No, wait, we're not hiding there.
Mr. O.
Anyway, I just think that it is possible somewhere during the year a new idea will pop up suddenly, and it will give you some hope. It will give you maybe an opportunity. So I'm hoping that's what that's telling me.
That's what we have for you, Pat. And I'm sorry I don't have better news. But it just might be the cards just picking up the environment right now. I know that, Britain's on another lockdown and it's pretty severe. There's this other virus that's more contagious. So it just could be picking up the snapshot of the energy now.
That's true. So come around another time and we'll do it again and see,
Hey,
like maybe
Aaron,
in a few weeks.
I saw your question.
So we're going to do Aaron. You're welcome.
For it.
You take care. We'll get an interview invitation this season.
Oh, interview?
I see it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't see
He's
it.
after one of the YOLOs.
Oh, okay. There it is. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Got it. All right. Is it my deck?
It could be. It could be mine too.
Well, we're going to use the Golden Girls.
Sure. Good night, Patton. Sleep tight.
Hey, have a good one, Patton. See you soon. See you in the Twitterverse. Okay. Do you want to start with a yes, no on that? Interview invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's going on. Here you go. Wow, good. Well, we've got a safe place. It's always good to know. 'Cause these times, they are crazy.
In Gina's foxhole, the bark is the bite. Or is it the bite is the bark?
Bite is the bark. I don't know. You're silly. Hey, did you ever get that card, Gina, from me? Or no? I wonder if it totally got lost.
Oh, I'm supposed to go to the P.O. box and see if it got returned there.
No, it wouldn't have went there. It was
it came from our house.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooh, excuse me, everyone.
I think we're gonna sleep good tonight. Well, you know what? It's leaning towards no, Aaron, but I don't know. I'm seeing good stuff here. We have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is upright. And we have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is upright. And of course, we have the Ace of Cups, which is the one ace. That means it's leaning towards no. So your question was about getting an invitation or offer, right? Is that what
Right,
it was?
invite invitation.
Well,
Or invitation interview. That's what he said. Interview.
you know, it's leaning towards no, but I have a feeling maybe it's not going to happen real soon. Maybe that's the issue. This season, maybe it's not going to be this season, but I definitely see some movement here, some moving to better conditions and better times. And there's the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is like something that's really emotionally fulfilling happening, something that brings great joy and happiness. So it sounds like something positive is going to develop.
Well, cups are kind of like summer, right? Or are they spring?
I think they're spring.
Wands would be summer. What's fall?
Okay, you're confusing me now. Maybe cups are fall.
No, cups are spring. Wands are summer, the heat of summer, and then swords are fall.
See,
Pentacles
we
are
get
winter.
confused sometimes. All right.
Well, okay, so that's better because I'm just thinking it is maybe in spring. Then this is more likely to happen, not in this winter season, but in the spring season. And maybe this just says that maybe you have to change movement somehow. Like maybe you're going to move towards it, and this could be metaphoric, not a real change, but that you have to change something and move towards that other possibility that shows up in spring. Because I'm actually thinking that sounds like a different possibility. Like it won't pan out this time frame, this season. The next season, I think it might.
Oh, wow. You know, so many things have been delayed, Gina. I just can't believe that hasn't gotten there yet. I wonder about the one, because I don't even know if that other letter that went out got received. I'm going to have to check on that. Well, you know what, Aaron? Here's the deal. I feel like this card is showing that at some point here, this spring, you will be moving towards something that's just going to bring you great joy and happiness. Number one, the Six of Swords is about moving to better conditions. Now, does this mean maybe you're going to have to make a move because of this offer? There might be a move involved, but one way or another, things are moving in the direction of something that's going to bring you great joy and happiness. And I'm going to do
I think that's
letter
pretty much
line.
what I'm getting here too. Is the idea is it's not in this immediate season of winter, but something will be moving you towards that in the spring. It may be another choice you have to make, or another kind of move or change that happens that puts you in that perspective.
Well, you know, Gina, it's Super Tarot Love Month next month. We're doing a whole month of activities in the love department.
Oh, I think we're going to have bark orgy for Super Tarot Love Month. We'll just dress up in Roman togas
Oh,
and
geez.
have people feed us bark. I do have the weirdest visuals.
He's a Scorpio. All right, let me throw the Lenormand for you. Let's see here. Look at that. You've got the Path card, Aaron, and then that's followed by the Sun. Hello. So it seems like you're going to go, okay, you know that movement here we're talking about?
Ah. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I dropped my jaw.
Well, that's interesting because there is movement here. And now you've got the Path, which means you are on the path to success. To something good.
So probably, even though it said no,
I think it's leading to something. Well, maybe it meant it wasn't going to happen now.
Well, it said it was a smaller chance. It didn't say it wasn't going to happen. So maybe it's going to squeak in there, like all of a sudden it comes a few days later and they said, well, somebody dropped out, so we just went to the next one on the list or something like that.
Well, and I would just say to you, too, if you need to hedge your bets and you see any other opportunity pop up, that is worth considering, then maybe you should explore that too.
Right, because these things magnify luck towards you. The Sun and those ones just really look fortuitous.
You're going towards something, and it's going to be good. That's what we've got for you.
So thank you, Aaron. We wish you good luck.
Happy reading. I like that. So, Mr. O.
Yes?
Do you have any questions for the cards?
Yes, I do.
Well, maybe we could do a tarot together and figure it out.
Okay. Well, I was actually thinking you were going to do it for me and I wouldn't tell you what the question was.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Aaron. So what is that? Are you asking about the cards we did for you, YOLO, or is that another question? Oh, he got through. I'm sorry. Oh.
We're not sure if we understand your question, YOLO.
Okay, what was the other question we did?
Oh, they wipe out their questions.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know anymore. I didn't think it was about a person, though.
Right, you asked about the angel.
Yeah.
You're not asking about somebody else that's been here.
Okay, well, let's try it. We'll do a yes, no. I'm just going to use this one again this time.
Oh, sure.
Sunny is now on my Lenormand cards, taking over.
Look at him.
So I'm asking it, are they cheating?
Alrighty.
Hey, Gina, you know what? It's funny. I woke up around 3 this morning, too, and I was in and out of sleep till about 6, and then I said, get up. Might as well get up. Take care. Yep,
Bye,
see you
Gina.
Sunday.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to see if they were faking or cheating.
Well, it's leaning towards no, that they were not. There's the Ace of Wands.
There may have been something hidden or unknown.
There's the moon reversed.
That's the moon, and it's reversed.
And then there's the Seven of Cups reversed.
Maybe they were confused and didn't really know what they wanted, and maybe now they're sort of getting there. They're sort of finding something has cleared up for them. Like maybe they're starting to understand what was hidden or what was not known.
I have a feeling someone is, or you're going to find out something, YOLO, that the moon is reversed here. And I have a feeling something is going to be revealed, and it has to do with, either some decision that they have made or something. It seems like right now that things are becoming clearer to them, and they are ready to make their mind up about something.
Yeah, I kind of think that's what it is. I think that maybe for a while they just didn't even know they had this question. It could be, too, that they just didn't really understand that they had the question, and now they do. So now they're going to move on that, I think.
Oh, hey, Zainab, we'll try to get to you. We're just finishing up this reading, and we're almost at the end of the
You're
show.
next,
You'll be next, though, so hang in there.
Yeah, we'll get to that question.
Let's see. I have this feeling, YOLO, this is really hard figuring out what's going on. You have the mountains there, and then you have the scythe, but it's almost as if it's really hard, trying to cut through either what you feel are layers of deception or just, an inability to really read this person and what's going on. There's definitely obstacles there. Like, I don't know if they're deliberately trying to hide something, but I'll tell you what, I really believe something is going to be revealed soon.
Bottom.
All right.
It seems to me like she's sort of right here that the idea is that when you get close to maybe, piercing some of it, more obstacles seem to come up.
Well, Justice Reversed indicates that it's possible that you may find out, maybe they feel guilty about something. I will say that. I don't know if it's necessarily cheating, but maybe there is some guilt about something that they have been keeping from you.
Yeah, I don't even know if they feel the guilt, but I do feel like this just expresses the idea that there is this cheating, as you mentioned, or this unfairness. I think so.
So now you think it is cheating? Okay.
Well, there's an aspect there.
Yeah. Okay.
And that I feel like with these cards, whenever something starts to be pierced, an obstacle comes up. Obstacles keep coming to keep from finding out. Well, that's what I think.
Well, we got it. It's leaning towards no, and now you're saying yes. So I think that there's a little ambiguity with this reading. And I do feel something, though. What I do think is going to happen is something is going to be revealed.
I do, too, and that's what I thought was going on there. But I don't think it's that it's no. I just think that there's just unfairness here, and that maybe that's what makes the difference. Why it's no is because of the unfairness, because that's what they're talking about, the cheating.
Okay. All right. So
that's what we have.
That's what we have, YOLO. I hope that helped. Hey, Zainab, you are up. So you have Williusman to reach out to me now that his relationship is over. So let's see.
I'm going to use my English Magic Tarot.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Thank you. Okay.
I can't read that language, so unless you're going to be able to translate that, maybe you need to find another show. I'm sorry.
Let's give him a moment. I want to just move on to Zanab's question.
I know. So let's see what we get. We're doing a yes/no, right?
Yeah.
Here you go.
You're kind of...
Oh, no. I did not. You want to count them?
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, Zanab, I think, Zanab, that Usman will maybe reach out to you. It is leaning towards yes. We have 2 aces, and we have the devil reversed. And you mentioned that their other relationship is over. This could be symbolized by the devil reversed because that sort of says chains or restrictions are being released. Or somehow we are putting off things that bind us or hold us. So it is possible that this person may come back to you because it does seem to indicate that there's a sense of restrictions being lifted from them.
Well, yes, and since we asked the question, will they reach out? I think it's possible. It's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes. This person is free now, and maybe they are relishing their freedom for a while. So it might be a little bit before you hear from them as they get used to being free once more, but it is highly possible. Let's see if we get any Lenormand cards to back that up. Well, I think we do. We have the moon. The moon often can symbolize romance or, sometimes mystery. And then we have the child. And the child indicates that, it may be delayed. It may take a little time yet. Because the child is often about slow movement or small things. So I think this person is going to take their time yet before they do it.
I think that perhaps you found Usman as a romantic sort. The moon sort of may indicate that, so maybe this is why this person still holds attraction for you. But I think that maybe it also means, too, that Usman will be taking baby steps, child steps, coming back to you because maybe they want to re-explore the mystery. Like maybe they look at love and relationships as a mystery of a sort, and so it's sort of like getting to know the mystery once again if they do in fact come back to you. So I think it's likely, but I think it's going to sort of be not like mysterious, like it's creepy or anything, but more like it's sort of like romantic in a way.
Well, and when I do look at this, because a child is that, I almost feel like maybe they want to take a little time before they really get back into, something serious once more. They may want to take it a little slower.
Okay, that works for me too.
That's kind of what we have for you. I hope it works out. Good luck with that.
So I hope that helped. And I wanted to take a note to address Izubak. We only speak English here. We're sorry.
Sorry.
We can't translate. We could throw a card and try to explain it to you, but we don't know if you would understand it. So I'm going to just do that good-naturedly for you. You're welcome, Zineb. So this is for you, Izubak.
And take care and stop back in.
Yeah, I hope to see you again. That would be nice. And let us know what's going on with Yusman. Okay, Izubak, I have a card for you. Just one. I'm just doing this on my own. And it is the moon. And so this says that there's some mystery going on in your life, and or that you may be moving towards some sort of romantic interlude perhaps, or that you're finding out about someone maybe who has feelings for you. So that's what I think is happening for you perhaps in the future. Good luck.
Hey, and I think that's it. We're about 5 minutes before the end of the show. And so we're going to conclude tonight and just remind people that Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges is coming out tomorrow morning.
Oh, I thought you wanted to remind me that I better not screw up the outro video.
And he's all alone this time.
But you know what they say, Banshee?
What?
You're never alone with a schizophrenic.
I can't believe you've said that. So at any rate, everybody, with that bad joke, we're going to conclude the show today. Hope everybody takes care, stay safe out there, and we will see you Sunday for those of you who can make it. Bye-bye for now.